Of course, Mr. Wonderful is back in the FC Sneaker Factory. And I can feel it. I can sense it. That you people are so fucking hungry. So fucking thirsty for some entertainment when it comes to this sneaker YouTube genre. And of course, I had to make my presence felt once again when I come into the FC Sneaker Factory because I want to deliver you fucking people out there. That includes the fellas and those beautiful ladies. Oh, my cheerleaders. That includes each and every single one of you. The content that you fucking so gratefully deserve, right? When it comes to me, that's all I'm giving. That's all I'm giving when it comes to my channel. Unlike some of these other fucking piece of shit sneaker content creators out there. The people that just don't have any kind of delivery, right? Can't even cut a fucking promo. Look shit on camera and give you a fucking shitty ass delivery when it comes to a sneaker review. Unlike myself, I'm always entertaining the masses out there. The people that come into my channel. My fucking subscribers, the sneaker killers. The people that are fucking sick and tired of just that lame ass content that they continuously get here on YouTube when it comes to this sneaker YouTube genre. The people that are just saying fuck you to the other sneaker content creators out there and saying, you know what, I'm following Mr. Wonderful because he's delivering us content that no one else can deliver in that amazing delivery that he only gives us, right? The person that keeps it fucking real, the person, the fucking true sneakerhead that buys all his own shoes, buys what he likes, doesn't buy shoes just so he can. I mean, especially these early looks on some of these fucking piece of shit shoes. People are buying this just so they can do this early look, and yet people still fucking tune into that piece of shit garbage content. Go figure that. I mean, these are shoes that these people don't even want. They're just like, I don't know why. I really can't tell you why they watch that. You would have to ask them. Go fucking take a survey with those piece of shit people that watch that content. I think honestly, people are so used to just mediocre content, watching the same fucking people that deliver the same fucking content when it comes to like their sneaker reviews. They're so used to it. So that, I mean, it's just like a habit, a creature of habit, right? They just automatically hit that play button and just watch it. Even though they have no desire of the shoe, they still watch that. Unlike here, you're always getting something different, right? I'm always taking you back to the older shoes. I'm taking you also to the most recent shoes. So you're always getting the best of both worlds when it comes to my channel, when it comes to my profiles. I'm always delivering you fucking greatness. I always look amazing on camera because that's what you deserve. I'm always coming correct with the fit. Right? I never skip a beat with that. Unlike some of these other people, they just look terrible on camera, have shitty ass outfits on when they're delivering their content. And I mean, I just go figure, right? Go figure, and yet they still get all the numbers. I don't understand that. But of course, like I said, looking amazing. In case you're just barely strolling on, you missed last week's couple of days episode when it comes to this brand new segment. I actually got an errand to run, but I wanted to knock these fucking sneaker profiles out of the fucking park like I always do. So I'm just chilling. I'm wearing that old school Nike hoodie, right? I bought this when I was in like college. So I want to say back in like 2009, 2010, around that time frame. I do got that nice G-Shock 6900 Blue Smurf and some nice Levi denim. I'm keeping it casual. It's a little chilly out here, even though that fucking sunlight shining through the FC Sneaker Factory window upon myself. Still a little cloudy, a little chilly out there, so I'm dressing appropriate. You just never know who you're going to run into, so that's why I always got to keep it nice and fresh. The skincare is always looking amazing, and when I come closer, you'll take a look at that. The hair, of course, just pointing out the obvious when it comes to my channel, because I'm always so fucking presentable. So going back, this segment, I'm talking about some Nike runners when it comes to the FC Sneaker Factory behind me. Amazing runners when it comes to my collection. A lot of shoes that you just even forgot about. And I hit you last episode with the Forrest Gump, and not the new one that just came out. I mean, no, you're not going to get that. I hit you with the 2017 Forrest Gump. I'm definitely going to go after the new one because I do need a new pair. Even though I haven't wore the one that I did on that profile on, I still want a new pair, so I can probably wear that one and then go back and then just preserve the new one that I got. But this one right here, another amazing Cortez. You see the thumbnail, you can read. God, I hope you can read. You can read, and you can see the thumbnail. So you know what I'm about to drop you. An amazing shoe right here. A shoe that I'm very happy that I got my hands on. And I got my hands on this one quite some time ago. This was actually an eBay pickup. But I was kind of hesitant about getting this one, and I'll point out the reasoning why. The reasoning why that I was hesitant on picking this one up, but I decided, you know what, screw it. I'm going to pick it up. I really like the colors. I like the style of the different modifications when it comes to this one, and I'll point all that out to you. But just a clean shoe. But this shoe, obviously when we think about the Cortez, or a lot of people think about the Cortez, they don't categorize it as a running shoe, because I want to say there's not very many runners wearing the Cortez when they're actually out and about. This is more geared more towards like gangsters, right? Gang members when it comes to the street life. A lot of them wear this. Well, I wear this occasionally when I haven't worn these ones, but I have worn some older pairs just around, right? I'm no gang member, but I still rock it to the fullest, right? I still wear it the way that I feel like it should be worn. So therefore, I get a lot of looks because a lot of people don't really, especially like my friends, when I do put it on foot, they're just like, wow, man, like I didn't even know that you would wear a Cortez, but yet, like, it makes sense when you wear it. You look good doing it. So, I mean, you don't pose as like a gang member when you're wearing it. I'm like, of course I'm not. So I enjoy this shoe, but I also look at this shoe, and I forgot to point this out on the Forrest Gump, as a breakdancing shoe. Because if you really look back at like old breakdancing videos, you'll see people wearing the Cortez. I mean, I feel like, I guess because it's real light and the style of the shoe is just, you know, goes with breakdancing. But I mean, I could see that definitely as well. Now that I think back of a lot of those old breakdancing videos that people wearing Cortez. So it's just not for like gang members. It's just not for like running. I mean, back in the 70s. But now, I mean, it's also just for casual wear, but also breakdancing. So you could do a lot in this shoe. So I don't want people to think like this is a shoe that you have to be a gang member to wear, or you have to be a runner to wear, or a breakdancer to wear. No, you could be a casual person like myself and wear it. So therefore, let's go ahead and go on to this model. And let me go ahead and open up the books, because those beautiful doors to the FC Sneaker Factory are open for you beautiful people. Right? We are on Sneaker Profile. Let me find it. 312. Can you fucking believe that? 312 profiles that I have done. My catalog is definitely stacked when it comes to the shoes and the FC Sneaker Factory. And of course, I got you beautiful people out there watching me and supporting me as you should be. And I appreciate that. See those numbers going up, so thank you for that. Thank you for all those new subscribers. The people, right? The true fucking winners when it comes to this YouTube sneaker genre. The people that appreciate quality, that appreciate somebody that actually looks good on camera and gives them an amazing delivery. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's go ahead and go on to this. So we are taking a look at the Nike Air Cortez. This is known as, in collaboration with, I should first say, in collaboration with Kendrick Lamar. But this shoe is known as the Nike Cortez Kenny 3 right here. So let's take a look at the box, right? This is a shoe that I picked up on eBay. I already have it pulled out, so I don't have to do all that. So pretty clean box. It's all white, but it does have that pull out when it comes to this. You see that it does say in red "damn" with the swoosh, because that was the whole like model, like the whole what was it? I guess logoing when it comes to the Kenny 3, but it had that whole "damn" with the swoosh going on. This one, and I'm going to show you this. This is why I used to always promote, like back in the day, like, hey, like, guys, don't fucking cut so deep when you're opening your packages, because this is one of the shoes that I messed up on. And I'll show you it right here. So I don't even know if you can pick it up, but you see, you could barely see it. I actually cut too deep because I was cutting the label off the box, and the shoebox was still in it while I was doing it, and I should have took the shoebox out then cut it out, but I was trying to do it at the same time, and I did cut like a square when it comes to that, so I kind of damaged the box, but whatever. Inside you do have you do got that palm trees, basically giving the LA look when it comes to the tissue paper. But you have a nice red and white graphic going on when it comes to it. But you do have some palm trees and just I'm gonna just say this, you know, skies. You got some like streets and stuff like that. So this shoe, I even forgot this one, and I pulled the shoe. I was like, man, I didn't know it came with this. But it did come with a pair of Nike socks. There's no logoing going on besides the swoosh going on the ankle. But I was curious too. I was like, did I just throw this pair of socks in there? Like, I had to think about it because like I don't remember that. But then when I was looking actually on the photos, when I googled like the information about this shoe, I saw that Kendrick Lamar was actually wearing this pair of socks. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. Those socks came with the shoe. So there you go with that. So on the front of the box, I forgot to point this out. You see that swoosh Cortez Kenny 3, black, white, gem red, $100 price tag on this one. So not too bad, right? I mean, look at what the Forrest Gump set just recently came out last week. That was already $100, and we saw that back in 2017. That was actually $80 that I paid for that. So this one, I mean, who knows where they would probably bump this one up to if they did a remake of this shoe or did a collaboration with somebody else when it comes to a Cortez. They'd probably put a $150 price tag on it. Just absolutely crazy. I don't get it. But let's take a look at this beautiful gem right here. Let me know. Drop a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about the Cortez. If you feel like this is a shoe for you, or if it's just like, yeah, I can't wear it. I'll definitely give off the gang member vibes if I wore this one. Unlike myself, I do not give off any of those vibes. Definitely can get away with wearing this shoe because I make it look good. This one right here, just a gem. And this is sneaker profiles. 312, but we are looking at the Nike Air Cortez, the Kenny 3 when it comes to that. Beautiful shoe, but like I said, this is the one thing that I was very hesitant about buying the shoe. I'm not Asian. I don't represent to be an Asian or anyway, so for me it's like when I see like Asian writing on the shoe, I'm like, oh, man, like I just don't like the vibe that it gives. Not because I have anything to give against Asians. I love Asians. I love especially the Asian women. Oh, you know, Mr. Wonderful loves them. I have a lot of Asian friends, but it's just like Asian writing, just like me, I feel like that's just like me getting a tattoo of, you know, Asian writing on me. Like, it makes no sense, right? Why would you do that? I don't get it. Like, if you're not Asian, why are you doing that? It just doesn't make any sense. So this is the only thing I don't like. It's very minimal because I'll show it to you. I'm not even sure what it says. Maybe damn, I'm thinking, I don't know. I even forgot what it says. When I was reviewing this, it didn't say anything about what the Asian writing was or what it represents. But maybe damn, I don't know. Maybe someone out there correct me. Let me know what that is. But let's go back. So the original Nike Air Cortez, first launched in 1972, was geared towards runners, right? It was the whole shoe was basically a run, was for runners because it was light, durable and all that stuff. This one right here, this shoe came out in 2018. So there's a lot of different releases because this shoe released in like many different shops. But it looks like the majority of the releases were in May. Yeah, a lot of them were in May, some in June. But it looks like the first releases were in May. So I would say May 9th was the first release back in 2018. And then after that, they just kind of released throughout like different Nike shops or different boutiques that have Nike accounts. So that's basically what I read on this one. But it was obviously, if you're not familiar, but the collaboration is with a rapper known as Kendrick Lamar. Great. I mean, this one right here, I've seen the other ones. Not a big fan of those ones. Those are a little bit too much as far as the color blocking goes on those ones. But this one was more just like my style, black and white, just very clean. And this is the only one that I would ever promote when it comes to those three that were released, I want to say. This one's just a clean shoe. Let's take a closer look though. So right here on the lateral side, you have that nice black nylon. I love that. You do have that traditional stitching going on when it comes to the Cortez, even at the very top. You also saw that on the Forrest Gump, that same stitching. You do have this Chinese writing or Japanese writing. I'm sorry, I don't know if it is Chinese or Japanese, so correct me and let me know. Right here though, on the shoelaces, you do got that nice, beautiful black suede. So that's a nice touch when it comes to this one, because it's not all white, it's not all nylon. You have a mixture of both. Right here, beautiful white leathered swoosh, but you do have that nice red stitching going around the swoosh, so I love that. More of that black nylon on the upper, black suede though right here. I love that, and it's pretty good quality suede. You do have some, you could see the brush strokes on it, but it is in black going towards the rear part. All white midsole, but also that all white outsole going on. You have that black striping right there separating the midsole and the outsole, so I love that touch. That same touch that we got with the Forrest Gump. Let's take a look at the rear part. That red strap though when it comes to this one, so that's a pretty cool touch. You don't see that on the Forrest Gump. You don't really see that on any of the Nike Cortezes, the traditional ones. But you have that red strap going right in the middle, but separating the the lateral and the medial side of the rear part of the shoe. The white midsole, the white outsole. Let's take a look at that. Oh, I forgot. The red painted on Nike on the rear part of the shoe. Let's take a look at the medials part of the shoe. So black nylon, same thing. You basically got the same thing going on as the lateral side. The only thing you don't have is the Chinese or Japanese writing right here, which I like. I wish they would have did that opposite, right? That on the Chinese writing on the, or Japanese writing on the medial side, and then nothing on the lateral side. I think that would have been a lot cleaner look as well. But I'm not the designer on this. Black suede going through the shoelaces, black suede right here on the medial part going towards the rear part of the shoe. The all white swoosh, but you do have that red stitching, and then of course you got the nice white midsole, white outsole, and that beautiful black striping right there going on, separating the lateral, separating the medial part, the midsole, and then also the outsole of the shoe. Let's take a look at the front part. Love that front part. Look at that. Because you do have that nice suede toe box right here when it comes to the front part of the shoe. You see that nice, beautiful white outsole going on. And then you see that nice red striping. We'll take a look at that when we go on the aerial view. But look at that nice white outsole. Just like how we saw in the Forrest Gump. All white outsole. Nike swoosh in the middle. Let's take a look at my favorite part. The aerial view right here. The aerial view of the shoe. Look at that beautiful black suede toe box right there. Black suede through the shoelaces, through the holes. You do have that nice black nylon tongue. You see that? Bet it back. Bet it back. I guess that's what Kendrick Lamar maybe say a lot. I don't know. But it is black nylon material, and that, I'm sorry, red nylon material going through the tongue, going through the shoelace, or going above the shoelaces, and then but that is in red, and then you got the black bet it back on that nylon strap. You got that tag right here. You don't see the Nike that we normally would see, but you do have the dam, and that's in white, and then you see have the white swoosh, and then of course surrounded in that black tag. Right here, the collar of the shoe, it is a white leather collar, so that's something different that we don't see. White leather collar, which is nice. Black insole, Nike, and swoosh in white. What do you think about this one? I mean, do you remember the other ones that came out? I mean, they weren't the greatest. They're kind of crazy color blocking on those ones. This one is the cleanest one. I want to get this shoe out. Definitely wanted to do a profile because I've had this shoe for so long. And I got this on eBay. I didn't pay, from what I remember, I didn't pay too much over retail for it. But I wish I would have got it for retail. But I don't even think I tried for it. And I think because of that right there, I was kind of like, you know, I'm not Asian. I just don't feel comfortable wearing that because I'm not Asian. But I just kind of threw that out because I just said, you know what, screw it. I love the color blocking of the shoe. I love the different materials. And, you know, that alone can justify me just kind of ignoring that part of the shoe. Like I said, I don't have any problems with it. I love Asian. I love Asian women. I have a ton of Asian friends. Great people. I just like something about wearing, you know, another language when it comes to like on my clothing or on my shoes. It just doesn't feel right with me because I feel like I'm kind of being a poser in a way. If I do that, and I'm not that nationality, I just don't feel right about doing it. But in this case, support the Asian community, and I'll definitely, you know, rock this to the fullest like I always do, because that's just how I do right here. So right here, beautiful shoe. Let me know, drop a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this one. Is this a great shoe in your mind? When it comes to the Cortez model, was this a solid collaboration? I feel like there's really not many collaborations with Cortez. This is one of the few. But I feel like this is still just a fucking amazing shoe when it comes to that. Sneaker profiles, 312 right there is in the books. As you can see, always refresh. Got 3 more to go when it comes to this segment. And we are going into a new model when it comes to Nike running. Like I said, I only have 2 Nike Cortezes in the FC Sneaker Factory, so I got to go into something different. But I promise you, it's going to be an amazing model and 3 amazing shoes. I appreciate you for stopping by. You don't have to go home, but you have to get the hell out of the FC Sneaker Factory because those doors are about to shut in front of your beautiful faces. But don't worry. Tomorrow, you'll get a short on YouTube, and I'm not sure what's playing on Instagram right now, but definitely be getting something. So just tune into that. I would really appreciate that. I appreciate the fucking winners once again for coming into the FC Sneaker Factory and subscribing to my channel, because we all know that fucking subscribe button doesn't hit itself. I depend on you. You people out there, that includes the fellas and those beautiful ladies. I depend on you to hit that button. Because if you don't, it's just a worthless fucking icon on the computer screen. So therefore, hit it, use it, do what you got to do to promote my channel. And I would appreciate you for that. All those beautiful ladies. I was on a date with one of them last weekend. Went to go out to dinner, had a nice dinner, having just great conversation, and she looks into my eyes, as she should, and says, "Mr. Wonderful Floyd, you are too tan."